One of our feature attractions on the night's big card at the Keeler Stadium, Night of Havoc. A Sunday night in your city in Melbourne town, the Keeler Stadium, the home of kickboxing. Ultimate Promotions, Show 28. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome on my left, occupying the blue corner with all the big guns there. World champ Barish Nassif, Ezra Akari. And when kickboxing was in infancy stages, a man at the forefront of martial arts and kickboxing, the great Jamal Hassan. With his young prospect, scaling 67.45 kilograms, the Jamal Hassan Academies, wearing black, gold and red, Mahmut ElRajab. And across the ring in the red corner, part of Team Ultimate, the great white shark, Jake Behik in the corner. What a great fighting family this young man comes from. 23 years of age, working in the building industry, scaling 67.80 kilograms. From the West Sunshine Community Centre, Kermain Street, with John Sheena. Would you welcome, wearing Muay Thai trunks, Slick Nick Themelakis. 3 rounds, grand winner.
Well, we're ready to get underway in the 6th fight of tonight's card. This one brought to you by R&R's and Bell Street Fitness.
One of our feature attractions.
R&R's and Bell Street Fitness bring you Nick Themelakis out of the red corner from Team Ultimate, and Jamal Hassan's Mahmut ElRajab out of the blue corner. Another battle of the Hall of Famers, of course. Jamal Hassan, the first ever recipient of the Kickboxing Hall of Fame award, hammer back in 1996.
Round 1.
Well, Michael, as always, oracle with dates and details. Yes, Jamal Hassan was a recipient of that award.
The manager of the Keeler Basketball Centre, please come
very well matched for height. Maybe slightly going away with Themelakis. ElRajab opens up with the house on fire, and down goes Themelakis early from a short left hand. Graham Waddell putting the count on Nick Themelakis, the 23-year-old younger brother of Evan Themelakis. And the crowd started to cheer on Mahmut ElRajab, who has taken Nick Themelakis by storm here in the first round, Hammer.
Well, Mehmet has certainly got some tidy hand skills.
Oh, he tags him again with that left hand. Themelakis fires back. He's got to get off the ropes though, Nick Themelakis. Big outside fire kick, a real top topper from Themelakis, and here comes slick Nick Themelakis.
Themelakis fighting back now after getting caught with some very heavy shots early in this round.
Backs Themelakis against the ropes, with the big boom shakalaka off the right hand. Front kick, the hook missing from Themelakis. One to the jaw there from Mahmut ElRajab. Gets down to the rib cage, the right rib cage of Themelakis. ElRajab moving well around the ring so far, Hammer, for a novice fighter.
Certainly he's working his body shots well. Also, Michael, his hand skills. I'd say this boy's possibly boxed a little bit because his hand skills are very sharp indeed for a novice fighter.
Just a slip over in the red corner there for Nick Themelakis, who has been taken aback in the first round by the sheer power of Mahmut ElRajab. ElRajab also with world champion Barish Nassif in his corner.
Well, ElRajab is certainly looking very composed. He's not rushing his technique. He's waiting for his range to be right, and then he's unloading. And he's unloading with a hell of a lot of power.
Very impressive so far, the man from the Jamal Hassan stable, Mahmut ElRajab.
This boy has a lot of class, ElRajab.
And there we go, the bell into the first round. Hammer hadn't missed that one. It looked like Nick Themelakis completely taken by surprise.
Of the Keeler Stadium,
You're right there, Themelakis probably caught a little bit napping in the early stages of that round. Came good, took it off towards the latter stages. But ElRajab, he's certainly got a lot of potential, this boy. He's weaving very well. His punches are coming from the hip and shoulder. His kicks and his timing is very, very good for a fighter of his experience. ElRajab.
And this fight, of course, brought to you by R&R's on Bell Street, and also Bell Street Fitness. Tony Lance and all the boys down there at Bell Street Fitness. Give them a call if you want to work out and you live around the area. If you're having a little bit too much of the old Bell Street knackers, then want to pop in to Bell Street Fitness and work it off.
Seconds out, round 2. What a great crowd in. Still
We're about to get underway in the second round of action. Of course, some of our other great sponsors here tonight, Slaney Automotive, Audio Effects,
Round 2
and all the
coming
gang
up.
from H2O Water, the natural Australian still spring water, all getting behind tonight's Night of Havoc, brought to you by Johnny Sheeter, Paul DeMaccauley, Ultimate Promotions. And don't forget that Paul DeMaccauley, Johnny Sheeter will be taking Ultimate Promotions on the road with some big promotions coming up in Queensland this year. If you're interested in sponsoring those interstate shows, simply give Paul DeMaccauley a call and hook up on some of the big-time marquee shows that are going to be happening up there in Queensland, in Brisbane and on the Gold Coast, brought to you by the team at Ultimate. Second round now, Themelakis looks a little bit more steadier in the second than he did in the first, Hammer.
Themelakis has settled a little bit now. After the instructions, obviously, from the corner of Johnny Sheeter, Themelakis is slightly more composed.
Wild right hand uppercut there. Beautiful right hand it was by ElRajab. Oh, Themelakis finding his way out of the corner, getting tangled up in the ropes. And this vocal crowd loving this contest. ElRajab comes dancing out of his corner again on the balls of his feet. Themelakis moves forward. Again, the chance erupting from Mahmut ElRajab. Themelakis drops the body shot off the right hand. ElRajab switching stances. Now backing himself into the neutral corner. Body shot again from Themelakis. Should be going those leg kicks to the outside left thigh of ElRajab a little bit more, Hammer.
Yes, that's one thing he could do, Michael. ElRajab has certainly got his bases covered. It's easy to sit here and call the shots. It's harder to do it in centre ring, especially when you're under as much pressure as Themelakis.
Inside fire kick, that's more like it from Nick Themelakis. ElRajab dancing backwards now, getting out of the way of trouble. A better second round from Themelakis. ElRajab backing into the far neutral corner now. Dane Liddell will separate both men. And there's the end of the second round. How do you say it, Hammer?
A bit more of an even one, that one. Certainly Themelakis looking a little better, but ElRajab putting it together well. I'll tell you what, Michael, we see all sorts of caliber fights. We call a lot of shows, but you're always assured of some quality bouts when you're on an Ultimate Promotion, and that's certainly what we're seeing right here. A more even matchup you'd have to go a long way to see, but ElRajab certainly for a novice fighter, excellent skills from him. And Nick Themelakis is certainly in the wars, but he's coming back, and it's going to make for an interesting third round.
Seconds up, third and final round.
Well, some heated words in the corner there from Jamal Hassan. I think there was about 4 or 5 languages that came into play there, Hella. But Jamal trying to rally on his charge. The young Mahmut ElRajab, who started very well in the first, but maybe fell away in the second round. And again, Nick Themelakis opening up strongly with those leg kicks to the outside left thigh of ElRajab. This fight brought to you by R&R's Fitness on Bell Street, and also got Bell Street Fitness and R&R's, both located on Bell Street. And if you're in the mood for fitness, then ring Tony Lance at Bell Street Fitness, and both these boys in centre ring are in peak physical condition, Hammer.
Tell you what, they're both very fit indeed. ElRajab, a little bit of bother there.
ElRajab is
groin guard tested.
copying one south of the border.
Nick Themelakis just making sure that his groin cup and everything is back in place. But ElRajab, I think he's worked pretty steadily, but Themelakis has picked up from the first round.
ElRajab is forcing the Themelakis back across the ring, and now they're slugging it out again. Oh, the mouth guard's gone flying from one of them. Might be ElRajab. Well, the mouth guard flew into the audience, Hammer. It was Themelakis, actually. And my word, ElRajab's got a lot of power in those hands. He is a tenacious young fighter. Mahmut ElRajab walks into another leg kick from Themelakis.
I see a lot of Barish Nisif in ElRajab. He actually moves very similar to Barish, weaves in those big body rips and works the inside thigh. Mirror image of Barish Nisif.
Themelakis looking for the big right hand. ElRajab puts him in the red corner. Can Themelakis get out of trouble now? Referee Dane Liddell separates him right in front of that Australian Auto Import sign over there in the red corner. Big right hand came close, but no cigar for ElRajab. Just falling through the ropes. Themelakis sucking in the air. Wow, uppercut off the left hand there from ElRajab. Themelakis now through the ropes. Framework yell separates both men. We're into the final seconds of this round. A crackerjack fight brought to you by R&R's and Bell Street Fitness. Crowd again chanting for Mahmut ElRajab. Themelakis got him cornered. ElRajab moving around the perimeter of the ring. Oh, he connects with the right hand as ElRajab, but at the same time, Themelakis
for these two men. They were gallant. First time they fought beyond the call of duty once again. Ladies and gentlemen, our judges saw it eye to eye. Mark Corey couldn't split them 29-29. Dave Hedgecock the same, 29-29. Matthew Fine, he couldn't split them 28-28. A unanimous draw. It is a majority draw. Bullshit. Okay. Mahmut, come across. Look towards the camera up there. Not happy with that?
No. But then again, he came, he tried his hardest. He trained for it, I trained for it. I'd just like to thank him.
Okay, I'd like to thank him. Not happy.
I'd like to thank all the boys and my cousins, my family, everyone that came and watched me.
All the cousins. Jamal, come across. Not happy with that. Look towards the camera up there, Jamal.
You want me to complain? That's all. It was a first time for both of the fighters. I think they put up good show, good fight. So I give them a hand. Doesn't matter who win, who lose. They are first timers. They have to learn from their mistakes. That's the best thing.
Slick Nick. You had a rocky first round, but you came back smoking. Showed a lot of heart. Well done.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect from my first fight too. And, Mahmut put up a good fight, you know, just works well with his hands. I mean, it's up to the judges at the end of the day. They do the scoring, but, I'm pleased with the decision.
Nick, well done. You were a great fighting family child. He had a bad first round, a rocky first round, but he just moments he went long and he finished full of running.
It started off a bit slow and both boys put it together really well. I thought it was a fantastic fight and me and Jamal have been in the business for nearly 20 years now and we're used to up and down and I'm sure we'll meet again.
We'll meet again someday. Okay, well done guys.